All right, so let's start by getting data into Power BI. Now, as I said, there are several ways of getting data into Power BI, right? And they have actually given you, sample ways to do that. Okay, so you can see that import data from Excel, import data from SQL Server, paste data into a blank table. Okay, so you can have a blank table, you just copy data from somewhere, you paste it over there, or you can try an inbuilt data set. Okay, for just getting started, to know how Power BI works and stuff. You can use their own inbuilt data set over there. Okay, or you can even click on get data from another source. Right, you can click on that to see more options. Right, there's the button here which is called get data. Okay, now this will help you to connect to several data sources. So this here is just the same as the link they have given you here, right? So if I click on that, you can see that there are a lot of sources that you can connect your data from, right, to Power BI. Okay, from Excel workbook, Power BI dataset itself. All right, Power BI data flows, Dataverse, SQL, analysis services, test or CSV web. I mean, there are quite a lot. Even if you click on more, right, if those are not enough for you, click on more, and then you're going to see a screen which is going to pop up. Okay, right, this one. Right now you see that there are quite a lot, right, a lot of data sources that you can connect with Power BI. That makes it more even powerful. Okay, you can connect data from almost every source that you can think of. Okay, almost every source that you can think of. Right, once you're satisfied with the data source, you can easily connect. Okay, so for instance, this one, we're going to start with connecting data from a CSV, right, from an Excel workbook. Right, I've given you this data set, so you can easily connect. Right, let me show you. I'm going to my Mac right now, right, and then I just want to show you where that data set is. Okay, I've named it as, let me see where I will find this data set to show you. Right now, come here. I've given you this folder over there, right? And inside this folder, there are quite a number of things over there, right? You'll see adventure work database, you'll see budget over there. Right now, what I want you to do, let me actually connect it from here so that you see. So we are going to, it's an Excel file, okay, which I've given you. You'll see two files in there initially. Okay, as you work, you're gonna see more files over there, right? But right now you see only two files, which one is named as Adventure Works and then one is named as budget. Okay, so right now that's what we're gonna use. Later on we'll use different data sets as we progress. Okay, now here, click on this one. Okay, so on Excel. Okay, and then you see that connect is here, so click on connect. All right, now once you do that, you will see that it's going to connect to the data set that I'm talking about. Okay, I mean, if you are not there, you can just navigate to wherever you have downloaded it to. Okay, maybe you have downloaded it to your desktop, your downloads, your document, or whatever. You can easily go there and go to that particular folder, right? And then you can easily connect. All right, so right now, let me connect with this adventure work. Right, click on open, and that's it. Right, once you do that, it's just going to connect. Now you see that it's doing connecting. And once it's done connecting, you're going to see your data set being displayed over here. Okay, so these are all the different tables that are in your data set. Okay, and then it's also going to show you the individual sheets that you have. Okay, so depending on what you want to display right now, right, what I want to display, just the sheet or the entire table. Okay, mostly I prefer you start connecting with the entire table. Okay, so you can just click on them to select them. Okay, instead of just the sheet, right, you can just click on the tables to select. And then once you're good, you see that there are two buttons of three buttons, right? Load, transform data, and then cancel. If you're using old version of Power BI, you will see edit here instead of transform data. They are the same, they do the same kind of work. Okay, it's just a renaming. So you're not going to see load, transform data, and then cancel, or you're going to see load, edit, and then cancel. They are all the same. Okay, if you want to have a preview of your data, you can simply click on them. Okay, be clicking on them, and then you see a preview of your data set in there. Okay, either of them that you want to see, you can easily be clicking on them, and then you'll be seeing them. Okay, so now we've selected the tables. Okay, So I'm going to click on load right now. I'm going to click on load, but later on we will talk about this transform also. Okay, so let's load and see what happens. All right, so we just give it some couple of seconds as it's loading. That's it. All right, and then you're going to see your data being loaded. All right. Now you see that there are some things that it's doing. Once it gets loaded, you're going to see that it's going to take it. That is it's loaded, and you're going to see some things displayed over here as well. All right. So let's see what is going to happen. Okay, so now you see that all of them have been ticked as have been marked as loaded. Now you can see them here, right? You can see under the fields, you can see all the data that you just loaded. You can see them over there, right? So that's basically so far what you have, and you don't see anything here, right? Because we've not done anything yet. Now, if we go to this where we have data, right? Just click on that, and then once you click on that, you're going to see something like this. Okay, you're going to see something like this. So here calendar is selected, so you see inside calendar this is the data. Okay, if I go to customer, it's now displaying customer. If I go to product, it will be displaying product. If I go to sales, it will display sales. If I go to territories, it's gonna display that respectively. Okay, we can also see the the model. Okay, we have what is called model, which is gonna show you the relationship between the tables. Okay, so you can see something like that. Right, let me reduce this one a bit, and then you can see it better. All right, now you can see that there's some sort of a relationship between the sales and the other tables over here, right? Sales and customer, sales and territories, sales and products. Okay, if we click on this one, you will see the kind of relationship. Okay, so we have customer key on sales table, and we also have customer key on the customers table. So that's the relationship between the two tables. If you remember in the SQL class, we talk about primary key and secondary key and all that. Okay, so this is that kind of relationship over here. If you click on this one here, you'll see the relationship between them. Okay, product key and product key. Okay, on sales we have product key there, and then on product we have product key. So that's the relationship that is linking them. If you see here, right, on territories and sales, we have sales territory key, and then we have sales territory key, both present both in sales and then territories. Okay, but you can see that calendar is not linked to them. Okay, so that's why it is separated here. It's on its own. Okay, so this can kind of give you an overview of how your data is being organized over there. Okay, all right, so that's basically what we have so far, right? And then you can also see your data set over here, right? Now, one thing that I should even mention is that Power BI is very good at compressing data. Okay, that is making the data size very small, and that is how it's able to handle millions and millions of data. So the same data, the size that you have in your computer, as soon as you load it in Power BI, it's going to compress the size. Okay, so if it is say 50 megabytes, it's possible that when you load it in Power BI, it's going to compress it to something like maybe 30 megabyte. Okay, and then make the size more smaller, so that you'll be able to handle them quite effectively. It's not going to reduce anything, or it's not going to take any data point out of your data set, right? It's just going to compress the size, that is the memory that it is occupying. Okay, so that you'll be able to cater for a lot of other data set as well. Okay, so that is basically what Power BI will get to do.